Hello, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do something a little bit different today, and what I'm going to be doing is, as you can tell by the screen that I have up, playing a bit of Skyrim. I'm not going to insult your intelligence here and do the whole, I don't know, metalhead play Skyrim for the first time. You know, it's a game I've played many times, and it is one of my favourite games. As you can probably see, I don't know if it's clear enough, but I have clocked in 630 hours just on this computer, not to mention the other two computers and the Xbox. So obviously I'm not going to do the whole first time playing Skyrim thing. I know it draws in the viewers, but if you could hear some scrabbling, that's just Tyrion. I've just fed him, so I will be enjoying a beer. I say enjoying. At the moment I'm on a raspberry and mango pale from 4Pure, which seemed like a good idea, and it's not quite what I expected. It's just loading up. Now, what I am going to do, because I do have some mods on this one, is just check them and... yep, that's all fine. Okay. So, obviously we've got the loading screen and whatnot to get through first anyway. So, while it does, I'll finish off this. Everything is going to be a bit slower because I don't have the best computer in the world. This one down here is a little old, shall we say. I think probably about 11 years old, to be fair. I mean, Shane's gaming computer upstairs, obviously much better quality, but use my computer. I have had to drop the quality down to the lowest setting, so hopefully this will work. Got the old washing machine of doom there. Let's give it a minute. Oh, I'm not a fan of this raspberry mango. I'm going to finish it because I have to. You know, I'm not somebody who leaves a beer half finished. I just realised I've got my full speakers on, but I don't need those. Because obviously I've got the headphones on. Hopefully I've got the audio volume set to a fairly reasonable level, so it's not going to be too loud on the game audio. Shuffle my chair in a little bit. There we go. My old pillow up. Settle in for an hour or so of Skyrim. I tried doing this earlier and it was not playing ball at all, but I can already see it's working a lot better than it did then. So that is one of the mods I've kept this mod on this playthrough just because it can be quite handy to have a bag of holding. And whether I actually go out and craft the bag or not, because you need a black soul gem, which we'll get to later, but it's very hard to get. Well, without murder anyway. And when you reach a carry limit, you can't run anymore, so... On this playthrough, I am going to focus mainly on the main quest. I will do the Civil War quest as well. But I want to play a different type of character to the character that I would normally play. And I always play not the usual, which most people play as but whatever they start out as, they end up playing a sneak stealth archer. I don't do that. I always play a Nord. And I always end up, no matter how I start the game, I end up as a two-handed weapon wielding tank. Because that's just the way I like to play. Smash and grab. one thing I do like about Skyrim is on the loading screens you do get these little hints and tips and sometimes just little bits of lore. Alright, so we start the intro. As with most Elder Scrolls games, you start off as a prisoner of some kind. So let's see what's in store for our character. I'm not going to explain everything through the loading screen. Let's just sit back and enjoy it. And whilst we do, I shall pull out from this Beer 52 box, if I can get me hand out, a Black Horse Beer Mile Pale Ale. Coming in at 4.5%. We've got down the side of the can various breweries from the famous Beer Mile. God, with this horrible cough for ages. Well, let's give this one a go as we travel down from the Gerald Mountains from the Imperial province of Cyrodiil into Skyrim. Well, I will, as we go through the game, maybe drop in little bits of lore here and there. But the main thing is to, well, enjoy a nice game of Skyrim. I will say my general style of playing Skyrim is I do a lot of wandering about.
Hey, you.
Oh.
You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Let's have a look over there. So here's the thief. He's a horse thief. Just as a bit of background there.
Damn
No.
those Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy.
Always does this mod. So there we go. Should be the last we see of that anyway.
If they hadn't been looking for us, I could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me. We shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
It's quite a nice pale.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Let's see who he's looking at.
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ah. Bit of backstory coming in there.
Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
Tyrion's wandered off now.
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
If you're unfamiliar with the lore of the Elder Scrolls,
No, this can't be
Sovngarde
happening.
is
This isn't
the
happening.
afterlife, if you like, of the Nord people. You can equate it to Asgard, Valhalla, of the
What
the
village
ancient
are you from,
Norse
horse
peoples
thief?
of our world.
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
And here we are, we're approaching Helgen. Entering the village now.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Typical Nord village. You've got a standard drum tower there. And some various
Sure.
other
Mara,
buildings
Bell,
around.
Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
The names that the horse thief is mentioning there, they're the divines of the world of Elder Scrolls. Essentially, they're gods.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor.
I'll explain more about General Tullius and the Imperials later on.
And it looks like the Dalmor are with him.
And
Damn elves. I bet they had
the
something to
Thalmor
do
I'll
with
explain
this.
a bit more later on. The Nords, generally, as a people, are not too tolerant of other races. Particularly elves, and of the elves, especially the High Elves. And the Thalmor are the sort of the rulers of the High Elves, the Altmer,
This is Helgen.
or the
I used to be
Aldmeri
sweet on a
Dominion.
girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in.
Go down quite nicely, wouldn't it? Glass of mead with juniper berries.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
Funny. When I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
It's the attention to detail in this game that I love. You didn't need the man and his son on their
Why? I want to
porch,
watch the soldiers.
but it just adds something, doesn't it, to the scene. Here we are, approaching the end of the line, as it were. Get comfortable. Yes. I've had a few minutes to think about what sort of character I'm going to build, and I'm still not entirely sure yet.
Why are we stopping?
Right.
Why do you think? End of the line.
I think I might go with an orc this time. There we go. Our carriage has come to a stop. So, the prisoners on the other carriage are being led off now.
Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
And here we are. This young Imperial soldier that you saw running up just past Ulfric, he'll be
No,
important.
Wait, we're not rebels.
There we are, being led off the cart now.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we worked with you. This is a mistake.
Even on my lowest setting, the FPS is a bit jittery with the
Step towards the block when we call your name.
screen
One at a
capture
time.
software running, but it is the best I can do on this computer, I'm afraid.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Right. I believe the
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
horse thief and Ulfric will be called forward first.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
Oh, there's Ralof. Now this is especially poignant because Hadvar and Ralof, growing up together, would have been friends as children. Both grew up in the same small village.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
Here's the horse thief.
No, No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
He stupidly is going to make a run for it.
You're not gonna kill me.
Because if you make a run for it, what are the guards going to do?
Archers!
As expected.
Anyone else feel like running?
Right. Believe it's our turn
Wait.
now.
You there. Step forward. Who are you?
Right, so now comes our character selection. So I do think I'm going to go with an orc this time. What I'll do is I'll quickly cycle through them. So you have Argonians. When you get there. So the Argonians come from Black Marsh, just down in the southeast of Tamriel. And then Bretons, they're from High Rock, when it loads. That borders Skyrim to the west. The Dark Elves are from Morrowind. That borders Skyrim to the east. Obviously, the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, set in Morrowind. You have the High Elves from the Somerset Isles, down in the southwest. Imperials are from Cyrodiil, immediately to the south of Skyrim. And south of Cyrodiil is Elsewhere. That's where the Khajiit are from. Nords, the people of Skyrim. We'll leave the orcs for now because I am going to choose an orc, I believe. Come on. It is going to be a bit slow, I'm afraid, but... So... The Red Guards come from Hammerfell, which is to the southwest of Skyrim, and immediately south of Hammerfell is Valenwood, which is the home of the Bosmer, the Wood Elves. So, like I say, I'm going to choose an orc. So, the home of the orcs, Orsimer. There we go. It's in the Hrothgaria Mountains, which is between Skyrim and High Rock, the home of Bretons. And the orcs are, well, should we say, they're good smiths and they're good warriors. So, we will choose an orc as our race. So, I'm going to leave all of those as standard. Ooh, excuse me. Rumblies in me tumblies, as it were. No. Well, we don't want any dirt, do we? I'll have some scars, not that many. Okay. And we'll hold off on the war paint. I never change most of this stuff, to be fair. Because it's normally pretty good. Don't need any of that change. Hair I often change, but only on my human character, so I think That will probably be okay. So we'll hit R and we'll finish and name our character. So I think we need a good orc name. Traditionally in most fantasy worlds, orcs have quite guttural names, don't they? And I know in the world of Tamriel, you use the middle name of Gro or Gra as son of or daughter of, essentially. So we're going to be Korg Ro Gar. I think that will do. So he's Korg, son of Kar. Right, see what happens next.
You from one of the strongholds, Orc. How did you end up here?
Because
Captain, what should we do?
the land
It's
of the
not on the
orcs
list.
has been ransacked so many times. Most orcs live in strongholds throughout Tamriel.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
Ooh.
By your orders, Captain.
Oh, that's not very good, is it?
I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains return to Osenium.
Even though we're not on the list, she
Follow
still
the captain,
is going to
prisoner.
send us to the block. Right. Right, it's still a bit juddery. It's probably because it was auto-saving. Alright. So walk forward, follow them. So here we have a priest of the divines ready to read all of us prisoners our last rites before the headsman takes our
Stormcloak.
necks with his
Some here in
axe.
Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
So the beginning of the game is very expositional, let's be honest. It's setting the scene, as it were.
You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
Right. Now we hear our first sound of a dragon. Let's look up.
What was that?
Don't see anything yet.
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon you, for you are the salt and earth of Nirn, our beloved.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Bit too eager to head to the block, him.
As you wish.
Right, so gonna pour myself another beer now from
Come
Orbit
on,
Beers.
I
It's
haven't
their
thought all morning.
Hefeweizen at 5.5%. I do like a nice wheat beer. Should be nice and sessionable.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
Oh my. That's settled out, I think. Alright, so he's going to lose his head now.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As you can probably
As
tell,
fearless in death as he was in life.
views on the rebellion are mixed amongst the people of
Next,
Helgen.
the orc!
Oh, it's our turn. What's that?
There it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Right. Here we go. Are we going to lose our head? Obviously, it'd be a very short game if we did. What gets me is they don't even take the old head out the basket before they put you there.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the clouds.
I think it's fairly obvious what it is.
Dragon!
Don't just stand there. Kill that thing! Guards, get the townspeople to safety!
So we're stunned and confused now. So we need to...
Hey, Orc! Get up! Come on, the gods won't give us another chance!
We need to follow Hadvar or Ralof now.
This way!
As I'm with Ralof, I will follow him. Right.
Jarl Ulfric, what is that thing? Could the legends be true?
Is he not going to answer us? Oh, here we go.
Villages.
We need to move, now! Up through the tower. Let's go!
Is he forgetting that I've still got my hands tied together?
They're hurt.
Up the
but they'll
stairs,
live.
quickly!
Right. Oh, we'll follow him
This
anyway.
way, friend. Move!
We just need to move some of these rocks to clear the way.
Get back!
Oh dear. Bit of dragon breath there.
What in the eight divines is this thing?
I've never had Ralof fall out the window before. I'm hoping he's going to come back. Ah, here he comes. Right, so we'll follow him again.
See the inn on the other side? Jump through the roof and keep going.
Go! We'll follow when we can.
Right, so what we're aiming for is the gap down there somewhere. There we go. And we've made it, just about. Alright.
Don't look up. Just focus on me.
We need to keep going.
Don't look up. Just focus. Hammond, you need to get over here. Now!
And now we meet Hadvar again.
That boy, you're doing great. Torolf!
Make me proud.
Gods! Everyone get back!
So we
Still
get.
alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way.
So
No,
now
no,
we.
take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. Gods guide you, Hadvar.
So we'll follow Hadvar now.
Stay close to the wall!
How does it move so damn fast? General Tullius, over here.
Quickly, follow me!
Okay, so need to wait for the dragon to move off, and then we follow Hadvar again.
Help my family. I fought bravely.
Come on, give me a hand. I'm
We're
getting you out
coming
of here.
to our first major choice.
Into the keep, soldier! We're leaving!
Oh no.
Do something.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close.
Fall, damn you, fall! Fall, damn you, still coming!
But I
What
died
the
then.
mines is this thing?
Guessing you can't die in the first
What does it take to kill?
section.
You damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
So
I
now
hope that
we
dragon
make our
gets through all
first
the Sovereign
choice.
Guard.
Do we join the Stormcloaks or the
You, come
Imperials?
on, into the keep.
I'm actually going to follow
With me, prisoner. Let's go!
Hadvar because
How in oblivion do we
We've got to get inside! Now!
like I said, Stormcloaks are not particularly keen on outsiders. Set the clock. Okay. We are. So we've entered the keep with Hadvar. Of course, we can't pull the chain because our hands are bound.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us of the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go.
Hi.
Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns.
So obviously now we need to find some weapons and armor and such.
You better get some gear.
Nothing in my chest. Ah, here we are. A helmet and some gold.
Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around.
The marker's pointed to this one, so That's where we'll look. Armour, sword, boots, and the key. Right, so now we need to put on our armour. Need to equip our sword. And put the boots on. The armour on. And the helmet on. We're going to drop this and this.
Armor on. Give that sword a
So,
few swings.
let's have a look at us. Here we
Let's
are.
keep moving. That thing is still out there.
So, got our armour. We do need to get some gloves at some point. Right. There we go. Hadvar's opened the door. So, let's head on through. Head on down. We've already done that, so we don't need to right now. Let's open this chain.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. Maybe we can reason with them.
What do you reckon?
Never should have come here.
Hold on now. We only want to.
I let you won't take us alive.
If you want to die,
It looks like we're going to have to kill them after all.
This ends.
Ah, see now our stamina's low,
For the Emperor.
which means we can't do any power attacks.
that'll teach you to cross me. Let me see if I can get that door open.
Let's have a look, see what they've got. So I'm going to take her warhammer. Don't need any of her weaponry, any of her armour. I've got full armour on. And a great sword as well. Right. Just have a look and see what he had whilst we're here. A war axe. Right. Okay.
Let's go.
So we can block like so, using the right mouse button. Let's head on down. Need to go into this dark area here. Ah, here we are. Oh no! The tunnel's collapsed. So we can't get through there. So we have to go through this door here.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
Have a little look around.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen, now! Huh?
For Alfred and Skyrim.
Hey!
Block him.
That's the end of that. An old storeroom.
And we'll have a look and
Some potions.
see if they've got anything. I've got Warhammer now already.
Come in handy.
And what did he have? A battle axe. I don't think I've got one. Right, so let's have a look around. We might find some potions and such. Ah, healing potions. Potion of Magicka. Potion of Stamina. I don't know yet whether I'm going to do any magic. But it's handy to have the option. And what do we have here? Right, so we'll take that first. Now, salt. It's an ingredient. So if we open up our inventory, we go to ingredients. You can use it in cooking, part of the Half-Fire DLC. But it also counts as an alchemical ingredient. So to figure out what properties it has, you eat it. So the first thing we find out is that salt gives you a weakness to magic. So if you need a weakness to magic poison, salt is going to be one of the ingredients you use for that. Let's clear something a second. Right, so now we need to travel through this door. Okay.
Done then? This way.
Before we do, just try and work out which weapon I'm going to use. So we've got the battle axe, greatsword, which is a two-handed weapon, the iron sword, which is a one-handed weapon, a war axe, one-handed, and a war hammer, again two-handed. Actually, I think we'll... If it's got that little triangle, it means it's better than what you have currently equipped. So I think we'll go with the warhammer for now. Yes, it is quite unwieldy, but we're going to get to the end of this essentially tutorial, and then I'm going to end this video, and then that means next game we can make some real progress.
Comrades. Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon? Please, don't make up nonsense.
Don't trust this torturer.
Although, come to think of it, I hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
Whilst he's talking, what we'll do is we'll take that, we'll read this, and we'll take that book, because we can always sell it.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is on.
Got some lockpicks and a potion.
Tack. Forget the old man. I'll come with you.
Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
My volume dropped.
Don't bother with that.
I had.
Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open with some picks. We'll need everything we can get.
Sure. Take all my things, please.
So let's see if we can...
Grab what you can and let's...
lockpicking in Skyrim, you have to move the mouse and so on. So if I move the mouse, it moves the pick itself. And then if I hold down W, it moves the lock. Like so. So when we go in, first off, if we read that book, bit gold on floor, we'll take his gold and his potion. We're not going to take his hood and robes, because I'm not sure I'm going to do magic yet, but because we've picked up a magic book, we will learn the spell. So I press that, it teaches us the spell. So now, go into powers. It comes under destruction. There it is. I select it, I can now cast it. But for now, we'll go back to our actual weapon, which is there. Right. Before I leave this area, what I will do is go into the torturer's little room, because sometimes they have, if I crouch, gold and things hidden away. It's got some books and so on, but no, nothing of any interest for us. So we'll head on out, leave him. He can either follow on or not, it's up to him. And here's Hadvar. As we go past the cells, we'll have a little look in each one. You never know. Might find a bit of gold. Nothing there. I think there might be a gold purse in there. Ooh. There we go. And I was right. 13 gold, yes please, and thank you. Right, so we head on down. Down, down, down. Oh, he's got the remains of his victims in cages everywhere. So the torturer, not a very nice chap. Oh, and here's his assistant.
What? Better to stick together down here.
If you bear with me 2 seconds, I'm just going to pause things for a minute. Whilst I avail myself of my facilities, as it were. Back in 2. Okay, and we are back. So, let's carry on, shall we? Let's follow Hadvar down this tunnel. I said I wasn't going to play a two-handed tank. And I'm playing an orc. And I'm using a two-handed weapon. Might try and further my archery skills as we get on.
Supposed to go? Where's the way out?
For the Emperor!
Oh. Here we have some... Oh. Some storm cloaks. Let's rush ahead and find someone to attack. There we go.
I think you're bleeding. Show me what you...
One down. Oh, see what I mean about them being a little bit racist? Charming. But that soon took care of him. What I am going to do is, because I don't have a bow yet, let's take his arrows and his bow. I believe he also
Let's see if we can find a
had some arrows. Yep.
way out of here.
One longbow is enough. This shimmery purpley red stuff you see on the ground, that is actually oil. Now if I'd used a... make sure I'm not stood in it. I'd used a flame spell, which I do have in my inventory. If you observed, as soon as it's set alight, that's what will happen. Let's put my weapon back in my hands. Stick to the warhammer for now. So, if you see that oil patch and above a pot, it could potentially be a trap, and the pot will drop and the oil will set alight.
Let's see
Right, here
where
we
this
go.
goes.
So, got a lever here, which I'm guessing will drop this drawbridge. I say I'm guessing, I know, I've played the game many times. There it goes. Sip of me drink. Lovely. Ooh, that wheat beer. Lots of banana, lots of clove. I mean, it's ridiculously banana.
Damn it, no going back that way.
So,
I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top
as you
of
can
us.
tell, we can't get back
Better push on.
into
Someone else will
Helgen
find another way out.
through that passageway now. So the dragon has collapsed the tunnels. So we need to carry on. Sally forth, as it were. So we jump into the stream here and carry on down this tunnel. If I remember rightly. Aha, yes. A coin purse here, and I think there's something round here somewhere. Or is it just a different way into this. It is. Right. Okay.
That doesn't go anywhere.
I know what this is.
Guess we'd better try this way.
Frostbite spiders. I hate frostbite spiders. I'm out of stamina now. Stamina now. There's another. Oh, there it is. Oh. And there's another one there. Right.
What next?
Now,
Giant
what I will
snakes?
do, if we go into our powers. Right. If active effects was down here, it would show us if we were poisoned. Luckily, we're not. So, I can't remember which way. Alright, so down here, because we came in
Come on, hurry
up the other way. We rejoined the stream. There's Hadvar, so he was showing us the way out, really, wasn't he? Alright, so oh. Can't get out of the stream. Okay. There we go.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead.
So
See her?
we crouch now.
I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
There it
You
is.
might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow and watch right.
What I'm going to do is see if I can take her out with a bow and arrow. Weapons. Longbow. We've got 15 arrows, so
Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take her by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
Not the sneaking type.
there we go. So whilst we're here, we'll have a look at her. Seems a shame to kill a bear. So, bear claws, that's an ingredient. Bear pelt may come in handy. She's got a ring on her. And I'll take my arrow back. So, say, the claws count as an ingredient, so we'll eat them and learn their property, which is restore stamina. Very handy to know. So now we need to regain our main weapon, which, as I said, I'm using the Warhammer for some reason. And let's go and rejoin Hadvar over here. Anything interesting here? No, just a skeleton. Okay. Follow Hadvar down the tunnel.
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
And out we go into the open air. Up in the top right corner, you can see our level progression. Still got a good way to go before we hit level 2. Right. And here we are. Back out in the sunlight again. Let's talk to Hadvar.
I think we're almost out. Come on.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
There we go. So we have completed the first
Closest
part
town
of our
from here is
quest.
Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out.
Now, if you see up on the...
It's probably best if we split up.
Just let Hadvar finish what he's saying.
I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
We'll catch up with him again in a minute anyway. Right, now if you look across the valley on that mountainside, you see an ancient Nord burial barrow, which we'll be headed to. Not very far away, actually. I would, yeah, in the next session, I think we'll be heading there. More on that later. Now, before I finish this one up, what I will do is head down the path a bit. And we're going to head on towards Riverwood. Every so often you hear a little noise and you think, what's going on? Follow the path down.
You should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you.
Bit more
And if the
background
rebels
from
have themselves
Hadvar.
a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
As you can tell, Hadvar believes that the rebels are in control of the dragon. More on that later. The path now joins the main road, which we will head down. Now, as you can see on my marker, there's a sort of a stone-shaped
See that ruin up there?
marker.
Bleak Falls Barrow.
Here we are.
When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night.
Hadvar giving us a bit more
I admit,
background
I
there.
still don't much like the look of it.
Oh. Okay, so I've taken a bit of a shortcut here. The road does come round this rocky outcrop. So if I just don't want to jump all the way down because it'll give me a bit of fall damage. So, here we have the Guardian Stones. There are, I believe, 13 of these standing stones dotted about Skyrim. These are the first three you encounter, and it's your first chance to
These are the Guardian
define
Stones.
how your
Three
character
of
is
the
going to
13
progress.
ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape.
Now Hadvar tells us exactly the same.
Go ahead, see for yourself.
So you have the Warrior Stone, the Mage Stone, and the Thief Stone. Now, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do much magic, and I'm not going to be very sneaky, I will activate the Warrior. As you can see, all combat skills I will learn 20% faster. So we'll take that.
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you.
So now I have the Blessing of the Warrior Stone. It's similar in a way to in previous Elder Scrolls games, where essentially your star sign, if you like, is the class that you become. We can change this at any point, but for now we'll stick with the Warrior. And we'll head on along the road towards Riverwood. Which, without spoiling too much if you haven't played the game, if I lived in a time like this, I wouldn't mind living in that village. It's pretty nice. So, let's head on down the road. It's a bit of a long road, I'm afraid. Look at that river. Gotta watch out for wolves and so on. Even trolls. Okay. I think when I see a red dot on my compass, and here's a wolf. What the hell? There's one down. There he is. It's a bit of a shame, but we'll take his pelt. Make some leather. If they hadn't attacked me, I wouldn't have attacked them. Alright, let's carry on down the road. That beautiful river.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
We do have to put up with Hadvar's mutterings for a little bit. But to be fair, he did help us escape from a dragon, so... Now, as we enter the village, what I will do is put my weapon aside. Don't want to appear threatening or antagonistic in any way. And here we are, the village of Riverwood. Ooh, who have we here? This is Sven.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Things look quiet
Oh
enough.
dear.
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time.
Hadvar, what are you doing here?
I think we've stumbled into a bit of a love triangle.
All right, then.
We'll finish that story later. Because we're going to meet Hadvar's uncle.
Uncle, please, keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What?
Okay.
What is it now, Mother?
So we've met
It was as big as the mountain and black.
Alvor,
It flew
Hadvar's
right off the
uncle,
barrel.
who's the blacksmith in Riverwood.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all.
And he
make
has
us
been
believe
kind
it.
enough to invite us into his home. So, in we go. Whilst that's loading, I'm going to grab my final drink. Right.
Sigrid, we have company.
So, what we'll do is we'll take a seat.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing
Think
here
what we
looking
better
like
do
you lost
is-
an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard.
So
We
it'll
were
be very
stuck in hell
expositional.
when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This
New
dragon
England
flew
says
over and
on
just
now.
wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
Right, so Alvor is actually quite generous. He'll give us anything we need. All I'm going to take is lockpick, his healing potions, and that's it.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
So, that's our next mission. We have to get to the Jarl, who's sort of like an Earl. Well, Earl and Jarl both meant the same thing in ancient Norwegian and Swedish territories, didn't they? So, we have to go to Jarl Balgruuf and warn him. Riverwood is a village that falls under the jurisdiction, if you like, of Whiterun. So, what I will say is, if we do the, can I use your forge?
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. The
So,
grindstone will improve your weapons. Use the table to improve your armor. If you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
So, now that we have permission to use his forge,
Hadvar, did you really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
we're going to leave
Well,
Hadvar and his family,
you two make yourselves a...
because blacksmithing is a good way to level up quickly. So if I can find some raw materials, I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, there are some you can take which aren't stealing. Yes. Okay. So, we use a workbench to improve our armor. Obviously, I don't have any leather at the moment.
Take
However,
what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course.
somewhere. Aha. Here we are. He does have
May the gods watch over your battles,
a
friend.
tanning rack. So what I'm going to do is use the pelts that I got earlier to make some leather. And I will do one set of leather strips as well. Okay. So now, you can head to the forge here. Might be able to craft a bit of iron. And, yeah, so we'll make a dagger. I'll do two. Because you'll see down in the bottom right, actually you might not see it because it's where my profile is, but
Decent weapon you've made there.
it's increasing my smithing skill. So if I go over to the workbench, I can improve what I've made. I can improve my armor now because I've got some leather. So you click on it and then you press R for craft and improves it. Click on it, R for craft, improve my boots, and we'll do the same with my helmet. And there we go. So now go to the grindstone. We can improve our weaponry. Okay, so what I'm using most is my warhammer. So because I've got an iron ingot available, I can improve it, and we'll also improve heavy axe. And one of our 3 daggers. Because we can always sell them. And like I said, it has improved our leveling. Now, it's clearly getting a bit late. Let's have a look at the time. It is 8:25. And no shops are open now, so if we quickly move forward in time, we'll wait here for 13 hours, because then we can head to the shop and sell some stuff. That's actually a rather nice saison. Not bad at all. So, if we sell anything, it can help improve our speech skill. So it's not normally something I focus on, but I want to try and improve as many different areas as possible. So we'll head to the shop, which is... I think... Is this the shop? Yes. The Riverwood Trader. Let's head on in and sell some shit. As you can see up in the top, my level has improved a fair amount.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh,
Seems we've walked in on an argument.
sorry you had to hear that.
Now, let's go and speak to the chap. This is Lucan Valerius. As you can tell by his name, he's an Imperial.
What? The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Let's find out what's going on.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Sounds valuable to me. Now, we only get one dialogue option here. What if we don't want to get the claw back? But, see, we'll select it.
Could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
This is your plan, Lucan?
There we go again.
Yes.
So let's talk to him
Show
again.
those thieves not to steal from Lucan Valette.
We hit this one.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
It's not just what he's got to sell. We can also sell him some things. So if we scroll down. Right, so what have we got here? I've got a book here, but it wasn't a skill book, so we can sell that. We'll get 4 gold for it, so we'll sell it. And we'll keep all of this at the moment. And we'll keep those. A silver ring here for 10 gold. So we'll sell that. Now, we made a fine dagger. That is worth 4, as opposed to the 3 of the normal daggers. I think we'll sell the standard daggers. And we only need 1 longbow, so yeah, I think that'll do for now. Does he sell spells?
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Right, that gives us our first hint as to where magic is practiced. And yes, he does have many spells. We're not going to buy any because obviously we've only got 83 gold. Obviously, we've just told him that. And he's selling it back to us for a higher price. Ooh, the cheeky beggar. Right.
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
So, this is Lucan's sister, Camilla. Remember the chap, Sven, who we met as we entered Riverwood? That's the lady that he's in love with. We'll complete his quest a little later on. So, she's going to show us to the edge of town. Oh, there she is.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow.
Good dog.
You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the building.
We don't actually need to listen to what she's saying. We've already seen Bleak Falls Barrow, and here's the bridge she's talking about. So, if we just waited for her and followed her, she would take us to... When we get there. About here. So, you can follow that path, and at the next fork you turn right, it will take you up to Bleak Falls Barrow, up there. She's not even got up with us yet. But what we're going to do is head this way. Set the time. Okay. Because we're going to head to Whiterun and speak to the Jarl. Need to get some gloves. Now, reason I pulled my Warhammer out. Oh look, a lovely elk. Even though there's no enemies around, we're in the wild now. Could be set upon by wild animals or bandits at any time. So keep following the road. I think once we get to Whiterun, that's where we'll end this session. Some Imperial soldiers.
Citizen, I'm warning you. Your presence is interfering with Imperial business. Be gone.
Wow, there we are.
Be on your way.
We are on our way. Now, as you can see, there's Whiterun in the distance. You could carry on following the road, but we might as well just get across country now. It'd be a lot quicker, won't it? Oh, bit of fall damage. To see some of the outlying buildings outside of the town. Ooh. What's going on over here? There's a giant. Shall we help them?
You won't get the best of me. Now you'll pay.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother.
Well, let's find out more.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
If you've played earlier games in the Elder Scrolls series, the Companions is essentially the Fighters Guild.
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
That now gives us our next side quest. Our first guild quest, if you like. So we'll carry
A
on.
lot on the wind today. Good hunt ahead of us.
Oh, actually, before we run away from the giant...
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
No giant toe. Giant toe is a alchemical ingredient. And he didn't have one to spare. Just ignore that hut ahead of us. That's part of my Breeze Home mod. We'll get to that once I buy the property. Aha! We have a Khajiit caravan outside the city. So let's go and talk to them. Obviously I can't afford to buy anything off them just yet, but it's always good to chat to them.
Yes?
So,
the Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea.
Elsewhere is very hot.
An arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. They're a city so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly.
Like I was going to say, Elsewhere, it's very hot, dry, arid. Yeah. Think of the Sahara, the Kalahari. Dry, dusty, sandy. It's said that the Khajiit had great cities years and years, millennia before the men and even before elves arrived in Tamriel.
An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made.
We will click on what he's got for sale, because he might have something we can afford. So lockpicks is what I'm really interested in. So he's selling them at 6. He's got quite a lot. See how many we can afford. We'll take 10. Because we can't really afford any more than that right now.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
A traditional Khajiit farewell. Right, so we're going to end this video with me travelling into the city of Whiterun. There's the companions again as we pass them.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar and be a companion.
I'm sure we will join them at some point. Alright, here we are. Whiterun.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
Okay, so we've been given permission to enter the city. In we go. So, I think this is where we're going to end this one. We've made it to Whiterun. We're going to, in our next session, head on up to Dragon's Reach, the castle on the top of the mountain. Speak to the Jarl. And we'll see what happens next. I mean, if you've played Skyrim before, you know what happens next, but there we go. So, let's save this. So we'll save it. So we can wipe over all of the auto saves here. Ah, that's my other character, so a new save. Okay, so there we have it. Our first little visit together into Skyrim. I will make this a semi-regular sort of thing, and we'll progress the character on, and any suggestions on what to do with the character, drop them down in the comment box and we'll see if we can incorporate them. But until next time, do I do the usual? You know, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down there. Happy drinking. No, happy questing.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
Huh?
Oh.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Charming. Anyway. Oh. In the words of the Khajiit, may your feet lead you to warm sands. Until next time.